Okay, today we are going to continue with our basics over here. So I'll just take it as that we are studying together lah, huh? Okay, so I'll just explain the question as we go along. But I need your help to give me calculations and values, and so that I know whether you understand or do you get the correct answer or not. Okay, so let me first start with the first question. Y is inversely proportional to x cubed. As you can see, this one is very commonly repeated. So y inversely proportional, k times or k divide, which one?
K divide.
K divide by x cubed, right? So I have x cubed, then they give you y equals to 0.2 k over 2 whole thing cube. 2 cube is actually just the number 8. We can multiply this across. So this will be 1.6. So k is the value 1.6. So my equation now be k equal y equals to 1.6 over x cubed. Then I count, but please take note, right? Although I write 1.6 over x cubed, if the question say express y in terms of x, yes, this can be, but we cannot have a decimal in the numerator like that. So we will need to change this 1.6 into a fraction. 1.6 is the number 8/5. Then we need to write it as y equals to 8 over 5 x cubed. Okay, we can use this for calculation. So this part is for calculation, right? So you use this type is for calculation when you have a decimal place, right? But when you want the answer to the question, express this or whichever, then this one can do change to fraction, cannot be a decimal place already. Okay, so this one you just please take note of the slight difference. Then now the question says, find the value of y when x equals to something. So I'll replace x equals 0.5 cube and I can get the answer. Okay, so I'll leave you all to calculate the answer on your own. If you want, you finish up the questions, you can let me know, then I'll check the answer or mark the worksheet for you. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, now this one inversely proportional cube. Like I say just now, this question say from formula of y in terms of x. So now what we're going to do, inversely proportional k over, what is this? What do I need to put?
Cube.
Cube.
X.
So x, the whole thing cubed, y equals to 16, x equals to 2 cubed. Then what's the value for k? Bring over, you multiply, right? What's the value for k? Maybe you all can type me the answer. What do y'all get? Nobody type me the answer. You might do the answer. You all really are non-responsive. Then I want the formula.
128.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. So this one will now be, I replace the k by the number 128. So in this case, this one is a nice number, so not much of a problem. Okay, if it's a decimal place, please do not write decimal, write in fraction form. Okay, find the value of y when x equals to 4. I think you can find out the answer very easily. So you fill up the question, right? I'm going to spend a little bit more focus on this kind of question. Okay, find the cube root of 8,000 as the product of its prime factors. The question does not, I know some of you will go and do cube root 8,000, then you find the number, then you split it up. Then we do not want this. Instead of cube root 8,000, they already give you the expression in terms of its product of its prime factors. So in this case, cube root of 2 to the power 6, 5 to the power 3. What happens to the power when we take cube root? What happens to the power when you take cube root? No. No, the power add
Divide.
only the same. Only if the base is the same, then can add. The power when we take cube root, yes, the power divide by 3. The cube root, cube root. Okay, power divided by 3. That means this will be 2 to the power of 6 divided by 3 become the power 2 times 5 to the power of 3 divided by 3 left the power 1, which is actually no need to write. They say write the answer as a product of its prime factors, 2 square times 5. Okay, I can go slower as long as you understand, but you all must indicate whether you all can understand or not, right? Next part of the question, okay, this is the highest common factor of 8,000 and x is 2 times 5 cubed. Okay, let's check. Highest common factor 8,000 is the number 2 to the power 6 by cube given here. Then they say they have a x, 2 to the power of something I do not know, 3 to the power of something I do not know, 5 to the power of something I don't know. They say that the highest common factor is 2 times 5 to the power of 3. Highest, when you choose highest common factor, it means you choose the lowest power. Okay, so if this is the case, and I choose the lowest power, this smallest power over here is 2 to the power of 1. They already gave you that power for 8,000, the 2 has power 6. What will be the number for 1? What will be this power for A? The smallest the smallest power is power 1. This is 6. So A can only be the smaller one. A will have to be power number 1. This one can understand? Next, they say the highest common factor is 5 to the power 3. So this one is 5 to the power 3. That means C minimally is at least 3 or above, or larger than 3, because they say common factor, right? So this power C is 3 or above. Okay, then let's check. The next part of the question says the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple, 2 to the power 6, 3 square, 5 to the power 4. When we choose lowest common multiple, what kind of power do we choose?
Highest.
Yes, we choose the highest. So when we choose the highest power, right, it means 8 to the power 6 already met the criteria. So this one already 2 to the power 6. 3 square, is there any 3 square here? That means what's telling you the power of B must be the power 2, right? Because it says they want 3 square. Okay, then next one, C. I have highest power. This one power 3 already. So the highest power, the power 4, must come from C itself. So C will now become the power 4 answer. Okay, those who understand this question already, you can raise up your hand. Those who still don't understand, you can ask me later. You understand or not? Okay, okay, can. Sure, confirm. Okay, then I continue, okay? Next question. Find the highest common factor of 54 and 72. I know many people will go and do, some of you will go and do 54, then 72, then go and do this. Okay, oh no, please don't do that. Okay, that one is primary school method. So what we do is divide 54, 27 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3, 3. So 54 is made up of 2 times 3 cubed, which is this answer already. And I want to look at 72. 72 is 2 cubed times 93 squared, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay, so I'll split this up into its factors, into its prime factorization form. Then I look for the highest common factor. What is the answer? Anyone? Or maybe you can type me your answer. 2 to the power how many? Do I choose 2 or 2 to power of 3? 2, followed by 3 to power of 2. Okay, but they never say in index form or index notation or as a product of prime factors. So we need to multiply out this number. Number is 18. Okay, write 54 as the product of its prime factors. So just now what we have just done already, this one is the answer. Find the LCM. Find the LCM of 54 and 3 times 5n. So LCM of 54. 54 is made up of 2 times 3 to the power of 3. Then another don't know what number is 3 times 5 to the power n. Find the lowest common multiple in terms of n as a product of its prime factors. So for lowest common multiple, what do we need to choose? Choose everything, highest power. 2. Any more?
3, 3,
3. Any more?
5n.
5 to the power of n as well, because n is greater than 0. So it exists. Therefore, this will be the answer. Simple, straightforward. Can? Just that they now tend to put in algebra inside that question. Okay. Next question, this one. They are integer. A is an integer greater than 4. I've done this a couple of times already, but it means it's actually very important. Must know how to do. Okay. P in this case is 2 cubed, 3, 4, and 5. Q is 2, 3 power A, 5 square. A bigger. Okay, A is bigger than 4, right? More than 4. So I want to choose the LCM. Which one should I choose?
Highest. 2, 3.
Highest. 2, 3. Any more?
3a.
3 to the power A and 5.
2.
2. Answer as a product of the prime factors. Okay, 10B. I explained this many times already. There are 2 parts to the question. Can you tell me what is the 2 main keywords that I need to know?
Perfect square.
Perfect square. So the power of perfect square or the number of perfect square, the power must be an even power, must be multiple of 2. And then one more keyword. I highlighted. What's one more keyword?
P and Q.
Factor of both P and Q. So if I want factor of P and Q, first thing we look for the common factor. Right? So first thing we look for the common factor. Hi Arisa. Arisa, we are doing the TYS trending questions on Google Classroom. This one is part 2, the questions at the back. Okay, see if you can find. Cannot, then let us know again, we show you. Right. So I need a factor. So first thing, let me find the highest common factor first. So what's the higher HCF for the 2 of them? Which factor do I choose? Common factor. 2. Any more?
3, 4.
3 to the power of 4.
5.
4, 5. Now I have the factor of both already. The second condition, they want the perfect square. Which one is the perfect square?
3, 4.
Power of 4. So the answer for this one will be 3 to the power of 4 is the answer. But they want a perfect square.
81.
Correct, 81. Okay, Okay, so this type of question very commonly now are tested. So make sure you know. Next one, I'm doing a little bit of older trend questions, but still in trend. Okay, still much of a concept needed. First one, write the following in standard form. 0.000378. Oh, this number is already smaller than 1. If it's smaller than 1, the power must be negative power, right? So I need to split this up into some number times 10 to the power of something. Where should I put my decimal place at?
3.78.
Yes, we want 3.78. Thank you, Lin. Thank you, Xing En. So 3.78. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shifted my decimal place 6 times. 6. But because this is a number smaller than 1, so the power must be negative. So this one is my answer for part A. Okay. Part B, written as the product of prime factors, find the smallest positive integer k such that 600 times something is a perfect cube. Okay, talk to me. What is perfect cube?
3.
The power multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means the power will be 3, 6, 9. Now this one, when you notice this is multiply, when you multiply, the power increase or decrease? When you multiply, the power
Decrease.
The power increase. Alyssa, we are doing the trending questions basic for part 2 worksheet. Okay, so when you multiply, power increase. There's a difference when you divide, later the power will decrease. So in this case, 2 cube, 3 and 5 square. Which one is already a perfect cube? The one that is already a perfect cube is 2 to the power of 3. This one already a perfect cube. Then this is 3 to the power 1 only. What is missing? I only got one person. How many must I add to make it become a party of 3? 3 to the power of how many? 2, correct? So yes, thank you, Lee. Then next one, 5, if there's only 2 persons, I need 3 people to form a group. So I multiply by 5 to the power 1. 1 more 5. So what is the number k? K is the number 3 square 9. 9 times 5, 45 answer. Okay, so this is for part 1. Now B part 2. Notice they want the smallest integer value of n, such that I take 600, divide away some numbers, divide away something to make it a perfect square. Anyone talk to me, what is the meaning of perfect square?
2.
Power multiple of 2. So let's see. When I have division, divide, power increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease. So I'm making the power go down. Observe 2 cube first. Am I going to make it become 2 to the power of 4 or decrease the power to make it become 2 square?
2 square.
Yeah, I want to make it become 2 square because I'm doing a division. Divide, the power decrease. So I must make it become 2 square. So what number must I divide away such that you become 2 square?
2.
I divide by the number 2, 2 to the power of 1. Then next, 8. Can I make 3 become 3 cube?
No.
Cannot, right? So in this case, 3 cannot become 3 cube. No. So 3 must be totally no more 3. Make it totally disappear. So what I do, I divide by 3 totally. So they can cancel off. Right? Then next one, 5 square, already a perfect square. So this one, no need to worry. So what is the number n? N is the number 6. Okay, anyone need me to repeat this portion? Do you understand? Okay, those who are okay with this, you give me a signal, then I continue.
So why cannot times by 5 square?
Multiply by 5 square, is it? You're saying?
Yeah.
I'm not multiplying anything because I want it to be smallest possible and so I only do what is minimum. This one already perfect square already. Do I need to deal with it?
No.
Don't need, so I leave this alone. I don't need to do another 5 square or multiply or divide it with it. So I leave it. And I want this as small as possible, the minimum number only. Okay, I see some of them just now raise up the hand already. So hopefully you understand. Can then I continue? Okay, can, good. Okay, next one. Write 504 as a product of its prime factors. This was a long time question. Observe this question. What is the largest perfect square that was by factor of 504? This question was in 2000, don't know which year, 2019 or 2018. And notice, is it the same exact question? Right? It came out something like that, right? But now it doesn't have two numbers. It only had one number. So I look at it, 504, split this up into, anyone done the work? 1, 2,
2, 3
to the power of 3 times
times 3, 2,
3 square times 7.
7.
Okay, so in this case, write this one as a product of its prime factors. I got this answer. Now they ask me, what is the largest perfect square that is a factor of? That means I can only look at the factors. So what are the factors? The factors is 2 cubed, 3 square, 7. Out of these, what are the perfect squares that I can take out from here? What are the perfect square factors?
2,
The
3.
2, 3. 2, 3 itself is not a perfect square.
I see wrong. 3, 2.
But 3 square, yes, I can take out 3 square. But 2, 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, right? Can I, instead of taking out the whole of 2, 3, I take out 2 square? Is it also a perfect square? Yes, right? So this number 4 is also a factor of 504. 504 divided by 4, got answer what? Yeah, 126. So I can extract out from this one, the 2 cube, I take out only the perfect square. They want it as large as possible, so as many perfect squares as possible. So from here, I take out the 2 square. Out of the 3 of them, I take out 2 square. And this one have 3 square, so definitely I take out 3 square. 7, is 7 enough for me to take out any perfect square? No, right? So in this case, what is the largest perfect square? I take these two number, multiply together by each other. This answer will be the number 4 times 9, 36. Answer. Is this okay? Okay, so 2 things I compare with this question. First one, they say factor. So I found the factors. Out of the factors, I choose the perfect square. This thing is something similar. It's a factor. So I take out the factors. Out of the factors, I choose the perfect square. Although this one is simply the perfect square, but there is a perfect square hidden among here. There are 3 of them. I take out 2 of them to be my perfect square. Okay, if you're okay with this question, you let me know. You can give me a signal so that I know you understand already. You don't understand, I repeat again. Okay, can, very good. You all give me hand signal. Next one, write down the lowest common multiple of this and this as a product prime factors. This one, I assume you know how to do. The other one was 2 cubed, 3 square, 7. They want the LCM. 2 cube, 3 cube, 5 and 7. Choose all factors, highest power. Okay, so this one most of you know, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Okay, next one. 2160 as a product. Find the highest common factor. Find the smallest positive integer such that this is a perfect cube. I assume you can do this. I assume you can do this one, correct? So I'm going to highlight the one on perfect cube. 2 cube, 3 square, 5, and 7. Is the number for 5250 times A. To make it a perfect cube. Cube means power multiple of 3. Can y'all tell me which one do I need to multiply? What do I need to multiply? Come on, tell me the answer. Which one not a perfect cube? 5. 5 not enough. I want to make it cube. 5 to the power of 3. 5 times 3, no? 5 to the power of how many? Here only got 1. I want perfect cube. 5 to the power of how many?
2.
Correct. Then what else? I heard somebody times 3 just now. Is it also Lin said? Lin type in times 3. This is 3 square. I need a 1 more to add to it. Anyone else? Are you sure this is the answer?
7 square.
Yes, 7 square. So I need all these answer. Find the smallest positive integer value. I want the integer value. So I calculate out this number. And I'll get my answer 3675 answer. Is this okay? Yeah, good. Thank you, Elise. Next one. Indices. Write this as a single power of 2. Maybe y'all can try. Single power of 2 means I want 2 to the power of something. So when we have multiplication, what happens to the power? Plus together. So what do we get? 2 to the power how many? Plus will become 3 plus 2 is 2 to the power 5. Then this is 2 to the power 8. When we have division, divide, what happens to the power? Yeah, minus 8, correct. So 5 minus 8. So we multiply the power at when we divide, power subtract. Then you get your answer 2 to the power negative 3. Can? If the question says this one as a single power of 2, answer is 2 to the power negative 3. I'm going to add on a little bit. If the question say leaving your answer in positive index form, do you know how to change 2 to the power negative 3 to positive index form? What is the effect of negative power?
Other side negative.
Not the other side negative. It means I need to flip this body. This number 2 is actually 2 over 1 to the power of negative 3. So if I want to deal with a negative power, I want to get rid of negative power, what happens to my number?
Half.
Yeah, becomes half. So the number itself need to flip. You become 1 over 2. The power is still 3. 1 to the power anything is still 1. So 2 to the power of 3. This one will be the answer. They say leaving your answer in positive. So your power index form in power. So that means my power is a positive number. But this negative means 1 over. So you get your answer 1 over 2 cubed. Is this okay? All right. So nowadays, the question can also have something similar, but they can change the question to involve x. For example, let me give you another different separate example. Okay, let's say I'm going to change the question a bit. 2 to the power x times 2 to the power 2 over 2 to the power 8. Leave your answer as a single power of 2. How will you write this answer? What's going to be the one on top now?
X plus 2.
2 to power x plus 2. Then this is 2 to the power 8. Then now power division, divide, power subtract. Then what will I get? 2 to the power of, take the x plus 2, do what to it?
Minus 8.
Then become 2 to the power of
X minus 6.
Correct. So this one will be your answer as a single power of 2. So although the question trend is very old and very standard, but nowadays they like to add in algebra. So you must apply the concepts accordingly, but maybe it can be algebra, but the thing still works the same way. Is this okay? So this one, I hope you take some time to write down the example. Okay, later I can send out these answers if you still need it. Right? If you are done writing or you understand already, then you raise up, give me a signal, then I continue to the next question. Okay. How about the rest? Nadra, Nelly, Elisa, you okay? Hannah? Okay.
Yeah.
Arisa, okay? Okay. Then next question. Now, how to do this kind of question? Observe, are the base the same? What do you mean by the base? What is the base? This one is base 8. This one base 2. Are the base the same? No, not the same. So when it's not the same, right, I would change the base to the smallest prime number. So I take the number 8 divide by, what's the smallest factor, smallest prime factor? 2 divide by 2 divide by 2. So 8 now becomes the number 2 to the power of 3. Okay. Outside still got a, what is this factor, this power outside? Outside still have a power half equals to 2 to the power n. And this power half, means multiplication. Bracket means power multiply. Okay, so in this case, this is the power of 3 times half. Oh, who is that? Who is here? Okay, give me a minute. Oh, Zhishu is here. Okay, 3 times half. So this one is 3 times half to the power m. So you get 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Hi, Zhishu. We are doing trending questions for TYS part 2. The questions at the bottom on indices. Okay, so in this case, therefore, since the two bases are the same, the power will be the same. Right? So therefore, m equals to 3 over 2. Is it okay? Cannot. Now, if you are okay with this, then I'm going to add on question. Given that I try to involve algebra inside the question, 8 to a power of x over 3 equals to 2 to the power of, let me add on something else, times 2 times 1 over 2 equals to 2 to the power n. Express n in terms of x. How to do this question? Maybe you need some time to write it down. You can write it down first, then you think along the way. Okay?
Make it the thing.
Make it the thing, make the base the same, right? Make this one the same, correct or not? So first part, yes, the skills are similar. We make the power 8, the number 8, the same base. So 8 divided by 2, 8 to the power of 3 is 2 to the power of 3. So this is 2 to the power of 3. Outside still have a, what is outside?
X to the over 3.
Correct. So this is x over 3 times, what is this? This is 2,
2
1
negative 1.
correct. 2 to the power of negative 1. When you observe 1 over something, just now we were doing the negative power over here, right? So when you have negative power, it actually is flip the fraction. So the moment you see the fraction got 1 over, it means the power is negative 1. Okay, then this whole thing will be equals to 2 to power of m. Is it possible to simplify this? What does bracket means?
Times.
Times together. So this one will become 2 to power of 3 times x over 3. Oh, honey keeps getting locked out. Okay, and it becomes 2 to power of x. Correct? Now, what happens when I have multiplication? What happened to the power?
Plus.
Add them together. So it becomes 2 to power x plus negative 1. So multiply the power, add up. Then this one 2 to power m. Last but not least, express m in terms of x. So what is m equals to?
X minus 1.
Yes, answer. Okay, so the skills are pretty much the same, but they can combine to add in algebra and ask you other questions like the changing subject formula, express m in terms of something. So they can combine a few different concepts into one particular question now. It's not like last time, the question only tests one type of skill. Is this okay? Right, this one I think you might want to copy it down. Okay, the extension of a question if you happen to meet a higher level question. All right. Okay, y half becomes 2 to power of negative 1. Oh, okay. This is in the property, index property form. Anything to power of negative 1 is 1 over a. Right? So if I give you, let's say I give you 3 to power of negative 5. Right? The negative power means it's 1 over 3. Then the power change to positive power 5. So if I know that this one can become like that, I should be able to do the reverse. So if I have 3 to power of, let's say, negative 7, this one will become, wait. If I work backwards, if I give you 1 over 5 to power of 8, and I work backwards into index form, it will become 5 to power of negative 8, because the 1 over means is the negative power. So you need to learn how to flip back. Okay? Okay, good question. Okay, so if you are done with this, let me know you're done writing. Then I continue to other types of question. Can I? Can or not? Okay, good. Okay, so you see this one also have negative power, 3 to power n. So I just do, okay, it's almost everything is also repeated. The skills is always the same, whether is it number or is it algebra. Okay, so in this case over here, very simple. First part, power multiplied, when we multiply, power add together. Then you'll be thinking, sure, this one 0. Does 0 means anything? 3 to power 0, anything to power 0 is just 1. Okay, but 3 to power 5 times 1 is still 3 to power 5. So I get 3 to power 5, although it's 5 plus 0 equals to 5. Okay, divide by 3 to power negative 4. Now, what happens to the power when there is division?
Minus.
Minus. So this one will be 3 to power 5 minus negative 4. Then I get 3 to power 9. Minus minus become plus, right? So m is equals to the number 9. Is this okay? This one should be able to do, right? Okay. Then next question over here, y'all should be able to help me already. What is the thing that need to change? Which one I need to change? Maybe I should ask people, is it whoever that is here? Elise, what do I need to change here for part 6B, the question B? Which number do I need to do plastic surgery to it? Oh no, she never answered me. Oh yes, 64. Good. Okay, so I need to deal with 64. Change 64 to the smallest power. Base divided by base 2. So 64 divided by 2, you get 32. Divide by 2 again, 16. 8. So this one, 64 is 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 to the power of 6. But outside still have a 4/3. So I have a bracket 4/3. Right? What does the bracket means? Okay. Correct. Edie said prime factorization just now. So what does the bracket power here means? What do you do to the 2 power? Maybe I ask Arisa. Arisa, are you able to help me?
Is it times then together?
Yes, correct. Multiply. So 6, so 2 to power of 6 times 4/3. Anyone with your calculator, please calculate. 6 times 4/3 is how much? How much? No, nobody answer. 8. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Zhishu. Then, therefore, the answer will become n equals to the number 8. Okay, the questions are pretty much similar. Okay, so you notice the skill keep on repeating. So that's why I keep asking you all to do this type of question. Must know. Okay, the higher question level one, we don't know how to do that. Cannot predict lah, but the basic one must know how to do. Okay, this one over here now is the same kind of thing, but I have a letter base A, so it's still A. Power, what happens to our power? Multiply the power will add together. So this one is 3 plus negative half. So it's 3 minus 2. So this one can be 2.5 or 5/2. Okay, or can, but usually I write 5/2. Algebra, I don't like to write don't like write decimal, please. Okay, right, I'll leave this question for you to try. Those of you who tried already, later you can send me and tell me the answer, ask me to check for you whether is it correct or not. Okay, so it's something similar, just that now this one is division, power, subtract. Okay, then you try, both must change. Later then I take picture of this question, then I send you all the answer for this question. Try it, okay? Try homework, try. Can? Okay, if that is the case, I want to start. So this one is your homework question that you practice. Then I want to start trending question part 3. Now today I sent out a practice paper on Google Classroom. I sent to your class chat as well. It can be found under here, Google Classroom practice mock exam paper 1 practice 1. So I try to model after one of the year's paper and try to pick relative questions for you to try out. Okay, I have not done the answer key. I will try to come up with it after that later. But when you have time and you finish doing your TYS or whatever question you want to try the mock practice, you can start doing the mock practice. I will find time over the weekend to go through the mock practice paper. Okay, there will be more mock practice paper coming up along the way. Right? Okay, for A-level trending questions part 3, I won't be able to cover everything today. I can only cover one part of it, but these questions here are important. They are slightly higher level, okay, and it's usually involving solving equations, type of question, and also have a little bit of coordinate geometry, which you all have not done for quite some time. So I will split the session up to do it part by part over the next few days. Let's do the first one over here. Given that n is a positive integer, f is found by adding 4 to n. Anyone can tell me what is this? Adding 4 to n. Talk to me. Tell me the answer. What is adding 4 to n? It's so simple. Adding 4 to n is
4 plus n.
correct. So it's 4 plus n and multiplying the result by n means I need to multiply this whole thing by n. Agree? Now, when you look at this and you see the question below, there's an n squared. There's brackets here. What do you think logically I should do to it?
Multiply.
Yes, multiply, expand it inside. So this will be 4n plus n squared. Okay, so that's the first statement. Second statement, G is found by adding 1 to n. Tell me, what is this? Adding 1 to n. Okay, then I ask people, Zuliana, are you there? Zuliana, can you help me? What is adding 1 to n?
1 plus n.
1 plus n. Then after that, I must multiply the result by what number?
Multiply by 10.
10. Okay, then that we simplify. Correct. Lynn also correct. Okay, good. So I'm going to multiply this by 10. So 10 plus 10n. Okay, so we need to handle the statement part by part, interpret it first. Okay, next one, they say G is 3 more than F. There are a few ways to do this question. Some of you do subtraction, some of you do addition. For the weaker students, I will advise you to do addition so that you don't need to handle negative sign. So G is 3 more than F. It means G is 3 more than F. So take F plus 3 will give you G. Okay, so for me, I try to encourage the students who are slightly weaker in handling all the negative sign, try to make it in terms of addition. So you add the 3 to the one that is smaller. So G is larger, F is smaller. So we add. Now we replace it by all the letter N. So G is the number 10 plus 10n. Then F is the number 4n plus n squared. Okay, so once I have this, I will try to make it equal to 0. If you want to make it equal to 0, I'm going to shift everything over to the other side because why? N squared is here, it's positive, right? So I have, I'll rearrange n squared and number minus 10 and minus 10. Then I get 4 minus 10, negative 6 and 3 minus 10, negative 7 shown. Is this part of the question okay? Are you okay with the question? You can understand? Okay, good. Right? So now, even if let's say in the exam, I don't know how to do part A, can I straight away go and do part B? Can, right? I can still solve part B. But I need you to open your eyes big and take a look at the question. Using factorization, can I solve using formula? Yes or no? Type me your answer. Can I solve using formula? Positive integer also. And then it's what? No, right? Yes. Thank you very much. They want positive integer, correct. Okay. They cannot solve using formula because they say use factorization. So in this case, I have to do my factorization. Menu 5 to 2. I want n squared. N times n to give you n squared. Then here, the number is 7. I'll put in the sign later. Also can put. Then 7 times 1 to give you 7. We cross. Or you can use your calculator, mode 5 to 2. Remember to change the sign. The larger number will get the negative. The smaller number get the positive. Then we check. We have 2 brackets. They want to see the factorized form. Now the question says solve, so you factorize already, then you solve. N equals to 7. Then how do I know which answer am I going to use? The question say positive integer. So in this case, this one is the answer. Answer is 7. Is it okay? This one can? Do not use formula. Okay, good. Next one, find the value of B when A equals to so on and so forth. Okay, please, can you all calculate and tell me the number? Anyone found the answer already? Calculator. Three 3.12, is it? Let me check. Exact, it's an exact number. 2 times 35.7. Oh, then somebody will ask me, what do you mean by not pretty? This one is a nice number, okay? This one is an exact answer. Please don't go and change the answer. And be careful, there's a negative number over here. No, my answer is not this. I wouldn't use this answer. This one, although calculator is 3.142. 3.12335958. I will write. I will write. What's my answer? I will write 347,381. I kiasu. If not, I'll show my working. 3.123359 or something, or at least I write 568 1 2 3 4 5. Then I round off to 3.12. Okay, I kiasu. I scared I don't get the marks. Okay. Rearrange the formula to make X the subject. This one. Zhishu, can you tell me the first step? I don't want a fraction. What can I do? Oh, somebody left. Zhishu, is Zhishu there or not? Did he come? Yeah. Zhishu, what is the first step? Or maybe you can type if you can't switch on your mic. First step.
You switch the B
Switch the B to
the 3x minus 2y.
You mean cross multiply, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then where's the equal sign?
Huh?
Then where would I write the equal sign?
In
Like
the
that.
middle.
In the middle. Then 2. Okay. Then next step. Okay. How come change back from Brady change back to Chris already? Next step. What do I want? I want X as the subject of the formula. X is here. What do I need to do? Next step. Maybe I'll call Fatiha. Fatiha, help me. Tell me the working. It's inside the castle. Save it.
Is it you need expand first?
Yes, correct. You need to expand first. So you get 3bx, 2by. Okay. Next one, I want x as my subject. This is 3bx. What else? Who needs to go away? Maybe I ask the next person. Who have I asked just now? I asked Hernie. Hernie, are you comfortable with switching on the mic? Hernie, can you tell me how to do the next step?
Move negative 2by to the other side.
Correct. So we move this to the other side. I'm left with 3bx here. This is 2a. It becomes plus 2by. Okay. Next step, maybe Nelly can help me. I only want letter X. I don't want 3 and B. This one, the relationship here, not boy-girl relationship, but the relationship is multiplication. How to undo multiplication?
Factorize.
Now, no need to factorize already. In this case, this one is on its own. No need to factorize already. I want X.
So you take out the x.
I keep the X there. Then remove who? Remove which one?
3b.
Yes. So where does it go? Plus minus times divide, which one?
divide.
Divide by 3b. Okay, thank you very much. Now, the rest of you, I want you to get this answer. Please don't go and be itchy-handed. You tell me you cancel with a b. No, there's no common factor b on the numerator. You cannot cancel anything. So you write this whole thing as your answer inside your answer blank. Okay. Observe the newer trend of question paper no longer have these. So if the blank is just don't have this one, it's just like that, right? You must write in x equals to inside your answer. Do not just leave this part as your answer. But if the question have the x equals to over here, then you can just leave this as your answer. So please do take note. Is that okay? Right? Next part of the question. Again, can I use formula to solve this? Yes or no? No. The question says factorization. So you can use your mode 522, manual 522, or mode 33 to help you. So 2x squared, right? Okay, maybe I know. Nadra, have you practiced how to use the calculator for your manual 522 already? Is Nadra here? Nadra, are you here? Nadra, do you know how to use the calculator, the 522 to get the answer? Oh no, no response. Nadra!
Yes.
Yes. You know how to use the menu 522 for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you help me press your calculator and then give me what is the answer shown on the calculator?
I left my calculator in school.
Then how are you going to do math?
I'm planning to come back tomorrow.
You come back tomorrow. Do you need a hard copy of the mock exam paper?
No.
You don't need, you do soft copy.
Yeah.
All right, then Nadra, okay, I help you already. The calculator says this is the answer. How am I going to write? What will be the first answer? Yes. This one, how? This one. What does it become?
3.
3 is here.
Then
Then
2.
2 is down here, right?
Yeah.
Then this is positive. Then here put.
Positive.
No, the calculator is positive, but here we write.
Negative.
This one, we write minus. Then can you tell me the next one? The next one. The answer here is -2. So what do I write that? What do I get here?
-2.
No.
+2.
Yes. X. So the answer is x plus 2 over here. Okay. You better make sure you get your calculator and you practice.
Okay.
Yes. You learn once and then you've forgotten already. So you must practice, can?
Okay.
All right. So in this case, thank you. 2x minus 3, x plus 2 equals to 0. From here, you can get your first answer. Obviously, this is your answer in your calculator. Okay. X equals to -2. This one, all are okay, right? But now I have a question. Okay. I need all of you to tell me, how do you factorize this one? You can try using your calculator, menu 522. Are you sure the answer is correct? I think I strongly suggest all of you who are online and you see this question, can you please try your calculator? Right? You'll notice the calculator will give you the same answer as this. Does your calculator also still give you 3/2 and -2 as the answer? Yes or no? Did you all try your calculator? -2, -1, 6. Your calculator will still give you this answer. If you use this as your answer, those who are used to using your calculator, right, to give you the mode 522 to give you the answer, right, you still get this answer. But you check, is there a negative x squared and anywhere? Does the negative comes out? No, right? So technically, when you are dealing with your calculator, menu 522, your calculator does not deal with negative x squared. So in this kind of question, what you do if you have a negative x squared, first factorize out your negative sign, change all the sign, then use your calculator with your menu 522, then that can be your answer. If not, your answer will not be accurate. Okay, negative x squared hasn't appeared for a very long time, but you never know when it will appear. Okay, next thing, next example, factorize. What about this? Press your calculator now. Can you tell me what is the answer given in your menu 522? Yeah, I don't know whether are you online or do you all practicing the question or not. Anyone answering to me? Are you all trying it out? Or am I only talking to myself? Hello? What do you all get? You key this into your calculator menu 522, what do you get? Oh, poor Hernie disconnected again. Somebody talk to me. Hello? Yes.
So you get 3/2 and -2.
Correct. Is it also the same answer as just now? If I'll
Yes.
do this, right, I will, based on my 3/2, I'll get 2x minus 3x plus 2 again. But check, is 2x times x 4x squared? No, right? The question over here, the calculator automatically reduces it to the simplest form. So the calculator won't be able to tell you the correct answer for this kind of question. Why is that so? Because there is a common factor. Right? So you yourself need to factorize out the common factor. No more common factor already. Then you factorize this one. Is it okay? Can? So, okay, I will stop my lessons for today. I'll do the completing square and whichever another time, next lesson, maybe most likely. But tomorrow I'll go through 2021 paper 2. Okay, so I will just stop my remedial from here, but these are some of the cases that you need to take note and you need to highlight. Can? Right, if you do not have other questions, then I'll see you next time for remedial. Bye-bye. Thank you for attending.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Madam
you.
Ng.
Bye. Zuliana, you stay back, ah? Yeah, bye-bye, the rest. Okay, let me stop my recording.